She is too stupid to be the mayor of Los Angeles. She is too stupid to be in public office. You failed, madam. You failed. And when you got there, you were too dumb to realize that URL was a placeholder and then to actually look to your team and say, what is the URL? What is the web address? You are a moron.
What is up, guys? TYSON DELACRUZ here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Megyn Kelly absolutely unloads on LA Mayor Karen Bass for her embarrassing stumbles throughout these horrific fires in LA and throughout California. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Let's jump into the video.
City of Angels, the home of Hollywood glamour, the site of the 2028 Olympics, is telling many of its citizens, just flee, because it does not have the power or the water that they need to stay safe. But the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, is now finally back from Ghana. Joe Biden sent her there for the inaugural. Like, who gives a crap? Why is the LA mayor going to Ghana for some political event? What in the actual F? And let me tell you something. The warnings about these Santa Ana winds being worse than normal and bringing a grave threat were all over the place. You look back at the LA Times now, for days prior to this event, they were jumping up and down saying, this actually could get really bad. And she's over there in Ghana for this ceremonial. What? Why? Get your ass back home. Now there's a tweet. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Resurfacing online from, here it is, from when Ted Cruz got ridiculed for leaving Texas to go on vacation in the middle of I can't remember what was happening to Texas. Was it fires there? And she, Karen Bass, what was it, Steve? There's a snowstorm. Okay. You don't think snowstorm when you think Texas. In any event, she tweeted out, Ted Cruz fleeing Texas in the middle of a deadly crisis is part of a larger pattern of the GOP abandoning folks in crisis. We need to build a movement to kick them all out. Well, how'd that one go, madam? Is that part of your pattern on your team to abandon folks during a crisis? I mean, I realize you sent a couple of tweets, but in this kind of situation, people like to see and hear from their leaders. And you were in Ghana enjoying yourself. Now, she finally holds a presser, and it was a complete disaster. First of all, before I get to the truly disastrous part, listen to her describing herself. Like, I basically got on the back of Superman to come home. Take a listen to Sat 2.
I've been in constant contact with our fire commanders, with county, state, and federal officials. I took the fastest route back, which included being on a military plane, which facilitated our communications. So I was able to be on the phone the entire time of the flight. We are fighting for you and everyone in Los Angeles.
Okay. I took the fastest route home. Are we supposed to be giving credit for the fact that she didn't book too many layovers? This is an absurd person. And you don't have to take my word for it in response to that inanity you just heard. Listen to the mayor in her time of crisis, her city's time of massive crisis, in directing people where to go if they need information, which they do because their houses are burning and their family members, in at least 5 cases, are dying. Listen to this idiot in SOP 3.
Build stronger than ever. Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL.
At URL. She is too stupid to be the mayor of Los Angeles. She is too stupid to be in public office. You failed, madam. You failed. You failed to prepare for the crisis. And then when your country and your city needed you, what did you do? Oh, you took the fastest route home with no layovers on a military plane? Great. And when you got there, you were too dumb to realize that URL was a placeholder and then to actually look to your team and say, what is the URL? What is the web address? You are a moron. And I am sorry for our friends in Los Angeles who don't deserve this. I realize they voted for this woman, but I'm going to assume they thought she had 2 nickels to rub together in between her ears. Live and learn. Then she gets caught on the way to, I think this was the news conference, by a Sky News reporter. He got her at the airport. And man, did this guy do a good job. Take a listen to this and how I don't really care, to be honest, whether it's she can't or she won't answer the questions. I'm equally horrified either way. Watch.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
What a piece of crap.
No apology for them?
That is utter incompetence. Again,
Yeah.
picture Trump. Picture Trump in that circumstance. Would he ever just sit there ignoring the reporter firing those questions at him? No, he would say something. Say something resembling anything.
Anything.
Right? Like, take a shot, madam. This is the first, this guy was on the plane with her coming back from Ghana, most direct route, fear not, and started firing questions at her. And this is her first chance to actually say something. I know you're going to a presser. Say, I'll address it more fully at the presser, but here's my message right now. You're an idiot. She's too dumb to do it. That's why she didn't do it. That's why the fire department wasn't ready. That's why she took nearly $20 million from them instead of fully funding the FD, because she had other priorities like the homeless and the illegal immigrants. Those are the reports that she was doling out the money to help all the illegals who are in LA. And she didn't care about a known risk to the tax-paying citizens of LA, the upstanding, law-abiding citizens of Los Angeles who pay her salary.
Crazy.
Who help the city stay on its feet. Whatever you think of LA, it's historic, it's beautiful, it's totally charming in its character. Forget the politics, all right? Just put that bullshit to the side. You go out there and you drive around and you think, oh my God, if it weren't for the politics, I'd live here. It's so pretty and cute and like all these like sort of no-name charming restaurants that are just off the beaten path where you can get really great food and like sole proprietors, still mom and pop businesses, unlike Manhattan, by the way, which was ruined by another Democrat, where he chased all the mom and pop proprietors out with his inane policies. In any event, it's sad that this city is being lost before our very eyes because, in part, of the utter incompetence of people like Karen Bass. Go to URL. She's too dumb to be your leader. Can you recall a mayor? There should be an immediate recall. I know you can recall a governor. He's no better. Gavin Newsom with his stupid widow's peak. He's done nothing. Listen to him when he was asked about the fact that there's no water in the fire hydrants.
What is the situation with the water? Obviously, in Palisades, ran out last night in the hydrants. I was talking to the firefighter on this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out.
The local folks are going to... Why don't you know the answer?
Right. Exactly.
What do you mean the local? Again, picture Ron DeSantis. You think he'd be like, oh, some local folks. You want to be on TV so badly, you want to sit across from Anderson Cooper so badly that you decide to wing it, and then when the tough questions come, oh, the local folks will figure. No, you're the governor. You answer. You.
Facts.
The local folks are in Ghana. It's so infuriating. I mean, honestly, you guys know, my dear friend, who is not a rich person, lost her home. It's utterly destroyed. It is ashes now, every belonging that she has. And she and thousands of others now are looking for answers on how this happened. And, oh, well, the local folks are going to figure it out. You know what the local folks said? This woman we told you about yesterday, whose salary was doubled I don't know what her story is. All I know is she is a woman and she's Hispanic. She's a diversity hire. That doesn't mean she's not qualified, but they doubled her salary from the man who she replaced. She makes $750,000 a year. And this woman is out there saying, well, there were 3 separate tanks that supplied water to the Palisades. The fire started 10:30 Tuesday morning, California time. And by that night, 3 a.m. overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday, the first one was totally empty. And by the next morning, the other 2 were totally empty. And therefore...
Crazy. Megyn Kelly actually went off on this mayor. I think her incompetence, the complete mismanagement is horrible in California, and it is absolutely showing at the moment. Complete mismanagement, complete disgrace. That is hilarious that she said, go to URL. Megyn Kelly popped it up, nailed it right on the forehead. She is a moron, right? To say something like that, golly, just garbage. Let me know what you guys think about this. Epic mismanagement. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.